Bwaaa!
Bwaaa trash fight all through the night, deep in the heart of Texas. The trailer park is nice and dark, deep in the heart of Texas. That drinks his brew and he spits his chew, deep in the heart of Texas. The TV blares, but no one cares, deep in the heart of Texas. Here we go!
Hey there, everybody. Welcome to Bwaaa,
Bwaaa.
King of the Hill podcast. I am Mike.
And I'm Rusty.
Rusty, we're both away from the studio.
Yeah, we're super remote.
We're super remote. That's right.
Usually it's one or the other, but this time it's both.
Yeah, it's both of us for some reason, but thank God it's a Friday, and we're going to do something fun. So if you're ready,
for sure.
If you're ready, I have 510 King of the Hill trivia questions, answers, and fun facts. I promise not to ask you 510.
If you want to, you can. I'll set aside the next 462 hours just for this episode.
That's great. That's great. Well, see what we do for you fans. I mean, we spend 462 hours recording these things. So
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you some that I think are hard and some that I think are easy. So we'll see how you do here. If you're ready, I'm going to go.
Yeah, go for it.
All right, number one. Why would anyone do drugs when they can just mow a lawn? Who said that?
That would be the one and only Hank Rutherford Hill.
That's right. Hank says
that's
it.
That's definitely a Hankism.
That's right. He says it in season 9. Yard she blows is the name.
Okay, we got I think we got about 4 years before we hit that episode.
That's right. That's right. 462 hours.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so the next one, number 2. What is Peggy's legal wedded name?
Oh wow.
Do you remember her actual first name?
Is it Margaret?
Yes, you're right. It's Margaret Hill.
So it'd be Margaret Hill.
Yeah. So it says, although most people
That was a tough one.
Yeah. It says, although most people know the Hill matriarch is Peggy, she is legally named Margaret. Her middle name is unknown, except that it starts with a J. I did not know that, I guess. Yeah.
What do you speculate it is, though? What is your theory on the J?
On the J, I think it's I think it's going to be something old.
I got a funny story about middle names with J for you real fast then.
Oh, yeah? Go for it.
Yeah. So my mom, when she was born, my grandfather's grandmother or mother, I think it was, had just died.
Yeah.
So when my mom was born, her actual name was Michelle, but they called my mom Baby for like 2 years. They didn't really call her by her name. And then they started calling her Jane after my grandpa's dad passed away. So my mom thought her name was Jane all of her life, but her name's actually Michelle. So my mom never had a middle name. So whenever she moved to the States, she became Michelle J, and then the last name, but she changed her middle name to Jane. So she pretty much, when she moved to the States, she gave herself a middle name.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah,
Talking about somebody being named or called Baby, my wife and I both were in education for a while, and we had one of us had a student at one point named Infant because they never changed it on the birth certificate.
So that was the child that just became the name for the rest of its life.
It was named Infant. Yeah.
Oh, that's wild. I like that. That's good.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. In season 9, episode Bobby on Track. So this is when Bobby's part of the track team or whatever. It says, what is the nickname Bobby earns while on the track team?
Ooh, see, that's more obscure. See,
It is.
That's the one the fans will eat me up for, because as a King of the Hill podcaster, I should know that. I'm gonna have to go ahead and concede on that one. That's not one I could even remotely think of.
So it says the answer is the stick. After Bobby's
Oh.
joke of a performance in a charity run, Hank forces him to join the track team.
Yeah, that's one that don't they call him the stick because he's the anchor? They try to give him the
Right.
baton at the end or something. Yeah.
Right. Okay, let's see. This one should be fairly easy for you. This is a quote from one of the characters. You have to tell me who it is. Hank, you're living back in the days of black and white TVs and a democratically elected Congress.
That would be that would be Dale Gribble, obviously. Yeah.
That's right. So Dale says it's
He's-
Hank because
I
of Hank's insistence on using worms as fishing bait. That's a crack episode.
Yeah, I think he's the only guy in the entire show that mentions politics. I don't think
That's
there's
right.
anybody else that mentions politics but him.
Yeah, I don't think they do either. Now, I'm sure we'll get slammed over that as well.
Yeah, probably because I think Hank does. Hank mentions political figures, but I don't
Sure.
think he ever mentions politics in the same way that Dale does.
No, not at all. Okay, so here's another quote. You tell me who this is. I quit being a virgin the first time I had sex.
Oh, that's gonna be that's a Luannism right there.
That's
Yeah,
right.
that's a Luannism.
That's right. Yeah, that is
Yeah.
Luann. It says this quote is said by Luann in season 5's Luann Virgin 2.0. Luann is certainly not short on comedic relief quotes like this one, and they are absolutely right about that.
Yeah, she's not short of those at all.
No, and she's a very good mechanic. I want people to know that I pointed out she's a very good mechanic.
Yeah, people think that we forget that. People think that we it's a common theme on our social medias. People telling us that Luann has redeemable traits.
That's right. Yeah.
Other than her looks, she is a good mechanic. So.
Sure, she is a very good mechanic. Not so good at doing hair. Okay.
No.
Here's another one.
Historically terrible at hair.
That's right. For styrofoam heads and real ones.
Yeah.
Okay, so who was John Redcorn's daughter? What is her name?
Oh, see, that's another one that they're gonna
It's a
kill
tough
me
one.
for.
Yeah, it's a tough one. I don't know that I could have come up with this.
I remember it was the chick that Bill was dating. It was her daughter.
Yes, exactly.
Bill was dating some woman, and it was the woman's daughter. I don't know, something generic. Jennifer, Rachel.
Yeah, you're on the right path. It's Kate.
Kate. Yeah, it's one of those classic traditional American generic girl names.
Right.
Yeah.
It says that the title of the episode is called Untitled Blake McCormick Project. In that we discover that John Redcorn had cheated on Nancy with Charlene, then known as Candy, and they had a daughter. Well, let me tell you, Rusty, eating healthy used to be a struggle for me, but that was before I discovered the BlendJet 2 portable blender.
The BlendJet 2.
Now when fast food temptation strikes, I just blend up a delicious and nutritious protein shaker smoothie. You know, they gave us a whole bunch of those little packages that came with the blender.
Yeah.
And there's some really good flavors in there. I mean, there's some like that matcha thing.
The green matcha?
Yeah, those are pretty damn good. BlendJet 2 is portable, so you can blend up smoothies at work, a protein shake at the gym, or even a margarita on the beach. It's small enough to fit in a cup holder, but powerful enough to blast through ingredients like ice and frozen fruit with ease. Maybe a human thumb. Don't put your thumb in it. BlendJet 2 is whisper quiet, so you can make your morning smoothie without waking up the whole house. Lasts for 15 plus blends and recharges quickly via USB-C, which has saved us all. There's nothing worse than turning that USB thing over and over and over and over, and then finally finding how it plugs in, you know?
Oh, yeah. I don't like that
USB-C
either.
saved
Yes.
us- saved us all.
USB-C saved us all.
Best of all, BlendJet 2 cleans itself. Just blend water with a drop of soap and you're good to go. There's 30 plus colors and patterns to choose from. There's a BlendJet 2 to complement just about any style. We have a pink one? Lavender.
pink one.
I think ours is lavender. Yeah.
Mine is the Toy Story Aliens.
Oh,
And
yeah.
It's like the Pizza Planet one.
Ooh, that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
They've got some really cool colors, but I
Yeah.
really like the patterns. I know one of the people here got one that looks like Woody the Sheriff.
Is there a code with them?
There is a code. What are you waiting for? Go to blendjet.com and grab yours today.
Glibbity,
Glab it
glob.
today.
Glibbity, glibbity, glob.
And when you do glab it, make sure you use the promo code.
BWAAA12. 2.
That's to get 12% off your order and free 2-day shipping. No other portable blender on the market comes close to the quality, power, and innovation of the BlendJet 2. They guarantee you'll love it or your money back. Blend anytime, anywhere with the BlendJet 2 portable blender. Go to blendjet.com and use the code
BWAAA12
to get 12% off your order and free 2-day shipping. Shop today and get the best deal ever.
BlendJet 2, formerly known as BlendJet.
Hey everyone, it's me, your puzzle-loving pal. Did you know I was a puzzle-loving pal?
I didn't know you were a puzzle-loving pal.
I got to tell you about my latest obsession. It's Wongo puzzles. These things are the real deal. They are high quality, handcrafted, and perfect for anyone who loves a good challenge but doesn't want to dedicate their entire kitchen table to puzzles for a week. Trust me, I have been there. I will tell you this, my parents, they're very old and decrepit, and they do puzzles all the damn time.
Yeah.
Like there's always a table that
what
has
else
like an unfinished
right?
puzzle. Yeah, it's either that or I don't know.
Die.
feel your bones. So these puzzles, these Wongo puzzles, they are 100% wooden. They'll last forever. Each piece is hand drawn. Just think about that for a second. Each piece is hand drawn, so no two pieces are the same, and you'll discover some fun whimsy pieces as you work through it.
Whimsy.
They come in a custom wooden box, which is perfect for storage and gifting. Before we started doing this, I didn't realize how many people I know already have these Wongo puzzles. I mean, they're apparently pretty.
You can't go wherever Juan go.
With stunning designs and unique shapes, Wongo puzzles are a cut above the rest. I loved doing the snow globe puzzle myself. It was great to pull out a puzzle and be done in a night and not have it on the table for a week. So what are you waiting for? Let's go to Wongo Puzzles, WONGO puzzles.com, and pick a puzzle today. And be sure to use the promo code
BWAAA
for 10% off your order. It's the most fun you'll have with a puzzle, guaranteed, or your money back. Go to WONGO puzzles.com and use your code
BWAAA
to get 10% off your order and get puzzling right now. Hey, Rusty, did you know that you could be putting oil and chemicals in your coffee?
I didn't know that.
I love coffee creamer, but I don't think I've ever turned a bottle around to actually see what's inside. Recently I did, and I found out many of my favorite creamers, like especially the one my wife used to use, they contain ingredients I would never intentionally add to my coffee cup, like canola oil, dipotassium phosphate, whatever
Sounds
that is.
Terrible.
Artificial flavors. I can't take artificial flavors a lot of the time.
Yeah, I'm good on any flavoring.
They taste gross.
I don't like flavors in my coffee. I like the earth and flavor of coffee.
I love coffee. Don't get me wrong. I do love it. I just I don't like all that crap in my coffee, right?
Yeah, no, who does that?
So let me tell you about Laird Superfoods then. They have better ingredients, amazing taste, and functional benefits. Laird Superfood creamers are crafted from the highest quality, all-natural, real food ingredients. All Laird products are sustainably sourced and thoroughly tested to ensure that you're incorporating the cleanest, finest fuel into your routine. Now, they're all natural. They've got whole food ingredients. They contain naturally occurring MCTs from coconut oil. Everybody tells you coconut oil is good for you. Mm-hmm. There's no artificial flavors, no colors, no additives, no sugar from highly refined corn syrup. So that's a big deal right there. If you take one thing you do every day and make it better, Laird developed his creamer himself to stay powered for a day on the waves. He was a big wave surfer, Laird Hamilton was, and he needed a morning fuel that could allow him to spend the entire day chasing the ultimate wave. So he made this creamer, and it is it's crazy, crazy good. Laird sources high-quality plant-based ingredients globally and puts an emphasis on U.S. sources whenever possible. They aim to source responsibly and sustainably and believe that the foods you consume should be as good for the earth as they are for you. They have honest and transparent products and labels. If you try it, you won't go back. They have functional superfood creamers, instant lattes, and prebiotic greens. They have a variety of snacks and supplements full of wholesome plant-based ingredients to keep you charged for wherever life takes you. So to get a deal on Laird Superfoods, I need you to go to zen.ai, BWAAA, King of the Hill. So that's zen.ai/BWAAA, King of the Hill. And your offer code there is BWAAA. So Laird Superfoods makes a better creamer that keeps you powered all day and it's better for you, the earth, and your coffee. What do you say, Rusty? You want to go get some coffee?
Coffee.
Hey, Rusty.
Yeah.
Did you know that dehydration is the leading cause of daytime fatigue?
Oh, no.
I don't know about you, but like 2:30, 3 o'clock, I just hit a wall almost every day. I was shocked to learn that even mild dehydration can cause headaches, muscle weakness, brain fog. But luckily, there's a cure.
Oh, there is?
Actually, I should have said there's a solution. It's called Cure. Cure Hydration. The Cure Hydration is an oral rehydration solution, or ORS, that contains the perfect balance of electrolytes. We know how important that is because plants crave it.
Super important.
And glucose to help your body absorb water and rehydrate quickly. The formula is made with all natural ingredients like coconut water powder and pink Himalayan salt. Whoopee. And it is free from artificial flavors, sweeteners, and preservatives. Cure Hydration is vegan, gluten-free, and non-GMO. That makes it a great option for anyone with dietary restrictions and preferences. The packets that they give you, they're convenient. They're easy to use. You just mix them with water and drink. They're perfect for on-the-go, travel, or anytime you need quick hydration. Hydration is more than just drinking water, Rusty. It is, that's what Lauren Picasso, a lifelong endurance athlete, discovered as she struggled to stay hydrated no matter how much water she drank. I've known people like that. My wife drinks so much water, it's crazy. Lauren found Cure, a science-backed electrolyte drink mix to make hydration easy for everyone. Cure believes that hydration should be simple and effective, but also clean and natural. That's why they only use the highest ingredients and quality plant-based stuff to avoid any artificial or harmful additives. They're committed to transparency and honesty. All of their ingredients are clearly listed on their website and packaging, and they're always happy to answer any questions or concerns. So are you ready to combat dehydration?
Absolutely.
You can try Cure today and feel the difference for yourself. Use your code
BWAAA. Sorry, I blanked.
You're good. For 20% off your order. Try Cure today and feel the difference for yourself. Use our special code
BWAAA
for 20% off your order. Your coupon will be activated at checkout. Try Cure Hydration. Stop drying out.
All right, a couple more. What is Hank scared of in the garage when he and Bobby are building the boat?
I don't even remember that episode. I don't even remember that episode.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Yes, that one's really obscure. Yeah, no, that's another one. That's another stumper.
Hank is terrified of bats. When he sees one in the garage, he leaves Bobby to fend for himself.
Bats. Yeah, I don't remember that at all.
Yeah. Okay. Here's another tough one. All right. Because I wouldn't have known this had I not read it. In the After the Mold Rush episode, Peggy is reading a pamphlet called "So You Got Mold." She finds out a celebrity had his dog Muffin die from mold. Who was that celebrity?
Was it Ted Nugent?
No, it wasn't Ted Nugent. That's a good guess, though. Yeah, that's a little inside baseball, but yeah, that's a very good guess.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I'm not sure on that one.
It was Ed McMahon.
Ed McMahon.
The pamphlet also says Aaron Brockovich had mold. So there you go.
Okay, Aaron Brockovich, and then Miss Nugent had mold too, I believe.
Miss Nugent. I read something yesterday, honestly, for I was scrolling through Instagram and I saw her, and she's putting out a thing about how bad mold is again. So
well, that's riveting stuff, guys. If you guys want to see
riveting content, yeah.
All you want to know and not know about mold, you have to just go seek out Miss Nugent, the infamous Ted Nugent's wife.
That's right.
And she's got everything you don't want to know about black mold.
She's big on stopping the mold. All right. Finish this sentence spoken by Bill Dauterive. If everybody fried their food, what's the rest of that saying?
Would all be happier?
There would be no war.
Oh, there would be no war.
If everybody fried their food, there would be no war.
Because nobody could move.
That's right. It says in Mutual of Bwaaa, Bill and Boomhauer tried fried bananas at a fair and get inspired to fry just about everything. Eventually, they try frying a can of beer, which explodes. They do that out on his lawn, right?
Yeah. I remember that episode specifically. Yeah, I do remember that one.
Yeah.
That's one of the ones you've mentioned. That's the thing is when it comes to the later seasons,
Oh, sure.
I've seen less of it because
Sure.
it's like the first, like 5 seasons that are really good, 6 seasons. So like the
Yeah.
back half, like even the Lucky stuff. The only thing I know about Lucky is that he slipped on pee-pee. That's pretty much
Just
whenever we
money.
get to those episodes, it'll be probably like watching them brand new for some of it for me.
So here's a fairly easy one. Who runs the concession stand at Arlen Speedway?
Oh, Jimmy Witcher.
That's right. Bobby worked for Jimmy briefly until he tried to make Bobby walk across the track during a race. That's when Hank literally kicked his ass.
Actually, one of the only times as we've discussed before, everybody says, "Oh, well, Hank's whooped somebody's ass before," but Hank had only kicked him one time.
That's
That's
right.
the one and only time you see Hank running down an alleyway, stomping a literal and figurative mud hole in Jimmy Witcher's ass. So it's like
That's right.
he's actually ass whooping. That's the only ass whooping Hank ever dishes out in the whole show.
Yeah, you actually see it, and it is it's not great. I wouldn't want to be Jimmy Witcher.
No, he's booting him. He's giving him the old boot down the alleyway.
All right, I'm going to give you another quote. You have to tell me who said this. Now, think about context with this one, okay?
All right.
The truth is like sunlight. People used to think it's good for you. Think about somebody who has trouble
Oh,
with...
Peggy. That's Peggy.
No, it's Nancy. It's Nancy.
Oh, it's Nancy?
Yeah, because she's a weather lady and she's lying about her affair.
Oh, it's the weather. Yes.
There you
Okay,
go.
I got you. I know now. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
I thought that was Peggy. It just sounds like something Peggy would say.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's another quote, and again, just think about context. No coincidence. I like to hump, I like to eat, and I don't like to drive.
I like to hump. I like to eat. That's going to be Dale Gribble.
It's Buck Strickland. It's
Oh,
Buck.
Buck Strickland.
He uses
I thought
this
that was
line
Dale for
during
some reason.
season 4's High Anxiety. No coincidence. I like to hump, I like to eat, and I don't like to drive. I mean, when
That's
you
coming up for us.
yeah, when
That's
you
coming up, isn't
that
it?
makes total sense.
Is that one? We haven't covered that. That's coming up.
Yeah, that one's coming up.
Yeah.
All right. I got 2 more for you.
Okay.
John Redcorn used to work as a roadie for which band?
Damn. I can't remember that one either. They're gonna kill me they're gonna kill me on social media for this.
You'll get to do this to me, and then they'll kill me. So the answer is Winger. He worked for Winger. He had a
Winger.
He had a
Okay.
vision quest that told him that wrangling groupies for Winger was not his proper life path.
Yeah, that's when he started doing the new age healing and having sex with other people's wives instead.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. The more I watch this show, the more I rewatch this show, and then having watched Parks and Rec, Jonathan Joss is he's fantastic.
Oh, he is. I really like him in Parks and Rec too. I forget he was in that.
My
The only thing
God.
that I don't like about him is he wanted money for an appearance. Come on,
Yeah,
man,
you
come be
can't.
here for free. Come
That's
on here
right.
for free, man.
You can't really hold him at that. Okay, last one. What does Nancy start to lose due to her breakup with John Redcorn?
Her hair. That's the
right.
whole episode around Manitoba cigarettes. The only reason I remember that one is because that's the one where they implant all these devices and stuff in the house. The cigarette company does, trying to catch Dale lying, but Dale sticks to the bit all the way through, all the way to court and out the courtroom. And then he apologizes to Nancy, from what I remember at the end, and tells her how it was all the setup and that he said he was just trying to, screw the cigarette company out of money.
Yeah.
It's a good episode. That's one of those probably top 5, top 10 episodes for me. That's one I really like.
Brought to you by Manitoba. The stress of breaking up with John Redcorn causes Nancy to lose tons of hair. This is first noticed by Luann when she's fixing Nancy's hair for the news report. So there you go. This is a very long and in-depth quiz here, and I'm sure that we will revisit this on a Friday at some point.
Yeah. We'll have to save that one and use that again for sure. I like those kind of quiz stuff because it reminds me of episodes. See, now I'm going to go watch some of those episodes.
That's right.
It just reminds me of good stuff that I forgot about. Because as much as we are King of the Hill fans and we are the #1 King of the Hill podcast on the airwaves, there's still some stuff that all the fans would beat me on for sure.
Oh, there's a lot of stuff out there. Plus, they have the option of looking it up and not telling you. So there you go.
Yeah, I could have. Thanks, but yeah, you should have told me that before we started. Before we started recording, you should have said, "Go ahead and log in and get your Google up."
That's right. That's right. Well, you would be the second person I told to get their Google up today.
There you go.
All right.
I got some news though. So we
please.
are now on Thread. You can now find us at Bwaaa Koth on Thread. We'll be on Blue Sky as soon as they let me in the door. I'm trying to get on Blue Sky too. So
I think now Blue Sky is the one by the guy who started Twitter, and then Thread is owned by Mark Zuckerberg. So
yeah, they said 10 million signups in a day.
I don't doubt that one bit because it is literally a Twitter clone without DMs.
Yeah, well, they said they're putting that feature in the next couple of days.
Yeah, there's no GIFs or anything yet, so you can't throw those on there. But man, once they put the GIFs and the DMs on there, I think it's over.
I do. I just like the fact that you can upload content already. So I was already able to upload. I haven't uploaded anything on the Bwaaa page yet, but on the animation conversation page, I was able to upload something on it. But I've got all the pages created for that. So the animation conversation and Bwaaa both now have a thread.
That's really great. That's great. Yeah,
it was easy too. It was real easy because it was just like
it's just
I downloaded the app. Yeah, I downloaded the app and it imported everything, the whole bio, all that crap. I didn't have to redo anything. I liked that a lot. That was great.
Yeah, it even throws your friends in there and everything. I mean, everything's there.
Yeah, everybody that's switched already and everything, and everybody that's already been invited to switch. I mean, I like it. I hope that being an early adopter to it helps us in some discovery stuff for our show for people finding it. Yeah.
So I have one piece of information that I want to pass along to you and the fans because I don't think I've told you about this. Maybe I have, but we have a Patreon up now. We don't have a ton of content on there yet, but we do have a $3 tier where you can just go and support us, and we will give you a shout out. We'll consider you part of the Bwaaa family, and we'll take it from there. Eventually, we're going to have a couple more tiers up where we'll start putting all of our filmed content, all of my notes from the past year or so, just a lot of extra content on there. But if you just want to support us, the $3 a month would really, really help, and we do appreciate anybody that goes to patreon.com/BWAAA.
Also, eventually, for anybody who listens to us on Spotify or on any type of audio device, which is where you're listening to this one anyway, most of our episodes will eventually disappear off of these. The old episodes will disappear and they will be archived on the Patreon. We want to do that to, make it fresh for people and make you have to go look for stuff. I like people having to find things. It's like a scavenger hunt that costs money.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
Pay, $5-6, whatever we end up deciding on and however it ends up going. But it's an evolution and we appreciate everybody for sticking with us through the growing pains and stuff like that. Everybody that I said anything about a sticker to, email me, contact me on the social medias. I'm trying to gather up addresses again so we can get that sorted. We were in negotiations and preparations to move, so it kind of delayed some sticker stuff for us. So if you get all that information to me, let me get that out to you.
I'll go ahead and hoist myself on my own petard on that one. That's all my fault. You have gotten me a list before and I screwed it up. So
it's all good. It's all good.
If everybody could contact us. If everybody could contact us,
bigger stuff. Yeah, just contact us because we're in the process of trying to do bigger and better stuff for you guys, and some stuff got held by the wayside that shouldn't have. But that's what happens when you're growing, and we're just trying to get it to where we can give you guys better content and more of it.
That's right. And Artie, you don't have to contact us again. I got you. We'll take care of you, Artie. I promise.
You're good, Artie. I got you taken care of, man. We're gonna get
also we'll take care of a certain person in the state of Atlanta. or in the state of Atlanta, in the state
Oh,
of Georgia.
Georgia.
Yeah.
Georgia. Yeah, Jordan. We'll get you taken care of, Jordan,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah, she.
I don't want any of our past folks to think we don't have their information and we're not going to send them stuff because we do care
No,
about
I
all
have
you
all
guys and
those
we really
addresses.
appreciate it.
Yeah, I definitely have hers and Artie's addresses
Yep.
already ready for you to give. So I'll
Cool.
get all that relayed to you, and we'll get everything sorted. And everybody, we appreciate y'all for sticking with us for what is almost 2 years. We're coming up on 2 years within the
That's
next 4 or 5 months, maybe 6
Yeah.
months. No, January. Yeah, it's still a ways away yet. Actually, never mind. I'm jumping the gun.
Well,
So we're
we
6
did-
months out, but we're like a year and a half in. It's crazy that we're only this far in. It feels like I've been doing it for 15 years.
It does. It seems like a very long time. But hey, we've also got a giveaway coming up, and we'll give you more information about that the more you listen. Give us a couple episodes to get all that together, and I'm going to give something away. So I think you guys will be excited about it.
Awesome.
All right. Tell them where they can find us real quick before you Weema Tanya out of here.
Oh, yeah, you can find us on Bwaaa.com.
That's right.
That's all of our links there, or roguemedianetwork.com, and then you can just go to the search engine and search in Bwaaa.
Yep.
Would appreciate it if you guys went to the patreon.com/Bwaaa as well.
Yep.
And yeah, do that for us, and we'll keep making content for you guys.
All right. We'll see you again on Monday.
Weema Tanya.
Weema Tanya, indeed.
This has been a Rogue Media Network